test, like land nav, you get 4 days, I think. If don't quote me.
I want to say
should be around 4 days. On the 5th day, you taking that test. But baby, when we say history, you are learning from when America started.
Son.
Every war, every key leader, every
conflicts. It's specific conflicts at different times.
But from the existence from the beginning of America till today,
yeah, it's
every war
for 4 days.
In the class is 8 hours, ain't it?
8 hours. You stop for lunch and you go right back.
And then he just let's talk about this teacher. So everybody know that if you watching this video, you've been OCS, you know the same teacher we talking about. The man been there for God knows.
I can't remember his name, but he was just
I don't think anybody did, but
and his favorite thing to do is hey.
Or like he was thump on his
yeah.
Okay, so y'all, if he will let you know if something's on a test if he's like with his feet.
Or if you get a question right, he goes hey.
Yeah.
But
I think he really takes joy in making LTs
cry.
Yeah.
Cause I cried again.
Cause people like I remember my dad was talking like, okay, I failed the first one. I'm gonna throw it out there. You get a retake, okay? I failed the first one. I remember calling my pops. And he was like, Kiki, it's history. What? History?
This is not okay.
History on steroids.
No. So this is not regular history, honestly. This
is
history from this gentleman's point of view, honestly. And so there's no prepping for this exam.
None.
You just have to take it with a grain of salt and hope that you understand those conflicts.
That's the most I've ever seen LTs cry, literally.
Yeah.
No other course made them cry as much as this history test.
Yeah.
And what's unfortunate about mine was, well, you said yours was at the end too, right?
Mine was at the beginning.
Oh,
so
the beginning?
my original course, I took it in week 3. And if you passed, you move forward. But then I got recycled because of my injury. And so when I made it into the next class, they could either keep your score from your previous class if they found it. So I didn't know I didn't have to take the test until about an hour prior to the test happening. So I was still studying like everybody else, but it was, yeah.
So mine was at the end. And I feel like that was more unfortunate because it's one of those hard hurdles of OCS you have to get through. So I remember like, we failed the first test and then they had the retest scores out and everybody's like lined up and you just see people crying and calling their parents. Now the thing is, because mine was so close to the end, I think it was the week before we graduated.
Yes.
The week before you graduate. So just keep in mind, your family has already bought tickets to see you walk across that stage.
Keep in mind.
Already. And then you get the call literally maybe that Friday before. Like,
it's the Friday.
Yes, and I remember like seeing this guy cry and he was talking to his mom. He's like, Mom, I didn't pass, blah, 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 blah. And I was like...
Because you get recycled. You get recycled from whatever you are and you have to wait till the next class gets to where you got recycled from.
Yes.
So
say that next class. Yeah, say that next class. Don't even start. Like say you failed a history test. Now you gotta wait till the next class or company to come up.
9 weeks. You have to wait till they get to week 10. And then you get to insert into week 10.
Yes.
But you have to wait and...
Yeah, and so you go back over to HHC and just do whatever. Like
details,
small duties.
Yeah. And if you get recycled again for the same thing, you're needs in the Army.
Wrap. It's a wrap for you.
So it's very stressful.
Yeah. It's a lot on a history test.
Yep.
But anyway,
depressing.
So the thing that makes it hard about like she said is from his point of view, but like the way he do these questions,
you don't understand them.
Bro. So he will put like, I don't even know how to explain it. So say the question is like, I don't even remember, but say that it's a question and maybe one thing out of that, maybe one word is incorrect, right? Then that makes the whole statement like what, true, false, or whatever. Like it's not even true or false.
It's a selection. Like
but even in the answers, it will say this guy, George Washington, did this, this, and this. And if George Washington did everything in that sentence
but
except
that
for
one word, it's not true.
That's wrong answer. Incorrect.
And then you're like, well, who are the rest of these guys? Because I only remember George
like you talk about the whole history of America,
and
in days and hours, really. Hours.
It's depressing.
Oh gosh.
And then
I'll talk about study groups on deck.
But the craziest thing is we had 2 history majors and they both failed the exam.
Yeah, that's another thing. It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
If you're good, it's the way that he does the class and the way that he forms his questions and answers. You have to know. And I remember the question too. Like, I remember like that moment when I took that bathroom break.
Be clear about bathroom breaks on the history test. That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah. So anyway, I just remember looking at like something. It was, I think the guy, whoever it was a good history dude. He never lost a war or something. He was perfect basically. And I remember the question, it said he did this great, and also he lost this war. And it's just something that simple, like, oh no, this guy,
He never lost
it. So
Yeah.
it's like little, he be trying to trick you.
Tricky. But we were tricked. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I passed by the hair of my
Won't he
Chinny
do it?
chin
I'm
chin.
pretty sure I didn't pass. I think that was grace of God. Somebody must have graded that wrong. I'll tell you, I retook it and I still think I failed, but it's okay, moving on. Okay, so for the more simple for me, because if you're a strong ranger and all that good jazz, 12 Mile Ruck.
No,
Which
it's
was
sticks
fun.
first. We did sticks first.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? Oh yeah, that's near the end. Sticks was fun.
Sticks was not fun.
It's like to me, it's like a video game, like, but you do it over and over again where you get comfortable.
You do. That is what I will say. I appreciated that it didn't just happen one time.
Yeah.
It happened over and over. So by then you were comfortable. So
Gosh, I had Flagstone.
I had Kingpin.
So there's different locations that you have to go through. So basically, six is like, what is it? 5 people or 6?
Depends on how many were in your squad. So I had a lot more.
Anyway, it's your squad. So you go to the field for a week. Love them MREs. Get used to it. So
You better bring you some snacks. I didn't do that.
that was a good time. so.
Snacks.
Side note, it rained on us.
Monsoon on us. Monsoon.
Bro, when I said we were slipping and sliding in that mud, and then you gotta clean your weapon too, cause you failed in the weapon. In the
We were sleeping in the down.
In the slope?
Yes. So everything we were like in a bowl, a fish bowl. Yeah. It was so bad.
I remember I didn't even sit. I was sleeping on the ground, and I just remember it raining that night, and you heard tick 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 all the thing, but I was sleeping on the ground, so I just try to. But then the water came in.
We tried, but then we tried to go on those little tent things, and they told us to come out. They were like, get out of here! We were like, it's raining outside.
It's a struggle. It really is. But anyway, yeah. So this is when you go through and you basically you have up 4, so you gotta go kill this enemy, right? So you just marching through, and it's a certain way to do it, but there's like different
objectives.
Yeah, different objectives and stuff. So that was pretty cool. But you do it. Everybody gets graded. That's the thing. That's why you do it so many times. Yeah, because you have to do it.
You get your field grade.
Yeah.
Your grade in the field. So it wasn't bad. Like my first time
liked
was
it.
really rough. But my second time, I went after everybody, and I got to see over and over.
Exactly.
And over. So I was like, okay, I got this. Like,
Yeah.
I got this. I never held the saw. It was really too heavy. Oh.
Yeah, that is too heavy. So for smaller people too.
No, thank you. And they were upset, but I was
worse.
like, my arm hurts.
Oh gosh, and I remember I had one guy. So you have to listen to whoever's getting graded, right? Because they're the whatever squad leader.
They're squad leader.
Yeah, squad leader. Man, I remember one wanted us to army cross it. What? In the rain, in the mud.
I used to just kneel down and be like, I'm simulating that I'm down.
Yes,
I'm down.
I'll be kneeling, but you.
My team was
then
so
you
mad
gotta
at
be
me.
in this all.
Some of those days where it was like wet on the ground, my team was really mad at me because I'm not getting down.
Yeah, but then at the same time, you don't want to screw over your peers because when you get graded, they gonna remember that.
Yep. So you give a little and you take a little.
Yeah, but you know the lazy ones too. You gotta be aware of that one.
Yeah. Like if it was dry, I'll get down.
That's not. I hate army crawling.
I don't mind if it's dry.
With a weapon.
Yes.
And then you have to throw. Oh, but yo, low key, that's like Animal Planet too. Cause you be sitting there watching the web.
My first time killed a snake for me.
Yo, there was a rattlesnake out there.
Beware, wildlife is real, and the boars come playing around your little AOs because they just feel like it.
Yeah.
And the mamas are right behind them.
Yeah.
So don't touch their babies.
So 12 Mile Ruck.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't challenging, but your feet just hurt.
I can't ruck to save my life. So
Oh,
I'm
you
in the
are
front.
shorter too.
I'm in the front because we did shortest to tallest with weapons, with your ruck, with your full kit.
Yeah, your ACH too. Didn't we have to wear that?
Yes. And it was really hot at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, you did.
And some people heat catted, but
Oh yeah.
it was.
Yeah. So Mile Ruck. Okay, so to me that actually wasn't that bad. It's more so your feet. I wasn't even tired. It was just my feet hurt.
It was my feet for sure, and my hips, because of course that's what I messed up before.
But I think all rucks they put the shorter people up front.
Yeah, we were in the front, but we were struggling because our captain was really tall, so
Oh, they be moving.
he was gone, and he was
Just
like,
gone.
"Keep up." I was like,
It's hard.
"Can you keep up?"
Okay, so yeah, ruck isn't bad. And then what was that? The 5 mile run. That's
The grad run. It wasn't bad. You have a lot of motivation.
Yeah, and then
So
it's
you're-
slow, isn't it?
It was slow. And you have a lot of motivation, so you're like, this is the last thing I have to do.
Yeah.
Then I graduate.
That's easy peasy. Okay, so don't do's at OCS. Don't get a boo thing.
Don't get a boo. It ain't gonna work.
Fraternization, they would call it.
Yeah.
You gotta sign papers anyway, but they'll go over it. But for real, just don't fall in love through trade-off. That's a rule. Ain't it? Don't fall in love.
Sand goggles. Isn't that what they call it? Sand goggles.
Yeah.
Take them off.
Yeah.
And if you have a family,
Most likely you're not gonna like them outside of trade-off.
I don't know.
You're just going through stressful times. Let me stop. Some of us make it.
Stress goggles. Yeah. You put them things on, and those of you with families, please be faithful, because we see you, especially when we get to the social and you bring your spouse there with you.
Awkward.
Very awkward.
For everybody.
So
Everybody.
just be faithful.
Yeah. Because you will go. I mean, if you say you get caught, right? You was going as an officer, now you an E4. Congratulations.
And or put out.
That too. Come
You're
on.
there to stand out. Like you're there. You took the step.
This
That
ain't no love is blind. We're not
Yeah.
here to find. We're not here to get married, y'all. So, that's one. Two, don't try to sneak in alcohol. It's just a bad look.
a lot of people will. They'll
Yeah, they
try,
will.
and you'll get caught because somebody's gonna snitch on you because they're trying to.
Oh, always. They want that spot.
Yes. So
E4, like I said.
you'll have your opportunity, like you were saying, at the socials.
Yes, just wait. Just wait.
You'll get to drink.
Oh, speaking of, side note too, about socials, don't be that one that just gets really wild. Because keep in mind that it's all professional at the end of the day. A social is still a professional gathering. And you don't want to wake up the next morning and everybody looking at you cray because you got wild, because you just, hey, it's been that long without alcohol for you.
We had a few.
Yes, and it's so embarrassing because you still got to work with these people. The social gathering is not the last day.
It's not the last day.
Baby.
And it's also a test. They want to see.
That it is. How do you handle yourself with alcohol in a professional environment?
Yep.
They set you up for failure. I'm just saying.
So don't take the bait.
Yes. Okay. Oh, we almost checked it. In.
Ooh.
What I enjoyed. I'll let you go.
I only enjoyed my platoon.
I only. Dang.
My platoon was super, super supportive of each other, and like we had a lot of prior service people that were
they
really engaged. Like they really
helped.
helped us a lot, and they didn't look down on us because we were just 09 Sierras. So I would just have to say my platoon. That was about it. Oh, and the DFAC.
Oh, child. Yeah, let's talk about that.
The DFAC.
Baby. Fort Benning. Oh, they got the big sisters in the back.
Honey, and they seasoned the food.
Season.
Breakfast, lunch,
Seasoned.
and dinner. But they did run out of food a couple times.
Oh, I ain't had that problem. I don't know what meal you had. But I came from Fort Leonard Wood,
yeah.
whatever hell. I came from Missouri at the end of the day for my basic training. So from that DFAC to, Fort Benning in the shop.
I've had the pleasure of having all good DFACs, except for where I currently am. But
Oh yeah, you're right.
other than that, Fort Jackson was really good, and so was Benning.
And they stayed with the Jello. I love me some
Ew.
Jello. I know we had this conversation.
Yes, we did.
I love me some Jello, but oh, okay. So that's another thing too. So, through my company, our black and blue phase, we weren't allowed to eat. They have like this one line where it's like burgers, fries,
The
pizza.
fast line.
The fat line. That's what I call it, right? So they had that, and they had desserts, right? But through our first 2 phases, we couldn't touch it. It's not until your senior year where you can touch it.
We could
or
touch
senior,
it the whole
whatever.
time.
Yeah.
We could touch it the whole time, and it was just on you to maintain, like. But we could.
I would have been a mess. I would have never scored a 300 I ain't gonna lie. If I was in that burger line. Oh, child.
Burgers on.
Yo, what was that really good one? The chicken teriyaki.
Ooh.
Good God.
That and the freaking chicken and rice. It was so hot. You could not eat in 10 minutes. No.
You didn't like that? Girl.
It was nasty.
I had my whole life.
That ham in there was. It's a no go.
Breakfast too. I love me some
Breakfast was on.
Girl, when they had the
point.
grits.
Lord.
Dude.
Let us.
That is a good thing for Fort Benning, y'all. Y'all gonna love that food.
That was good food. Not the airborne one. Sometimes the airborne one was good.
Which one you go to?
Sometimes we had to go to the airborne one. Yeah, like during the holidays, because of course she didn't make it that.
Oh yeah.
During the holidays, only the airborne DFAC is open, so that one's not as great as the one that's right next to the OCS. But yeah, they're still good.
I can taste that chicken noodle.
Stop.
Hey. That was in the barrel whipping. Good
It was
God.
delicious.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so anyway, back to what I enjoyed. I think for me personally, okay, yeah, the people are dope. You meet dope people, and you sometimes you get to like legit go throughout your, I guess, trade out process. Like we went from OCS where I met her, and then we went to Bolic in the same class, and then we did. I mean, now we have Germany. So yeah, it's really cool the people you meet. But I feel like for me, it was challenging both physically and mentally.
For sure.
So I learned a lot about my strengths and weaknesses. So I enjoyed that. Okay. And for the final question, would you do it again?
Absolutely not.
I would.
Absolutely.
I would, as long as it's with the same people that, minus some people. Let me take that out.
Minus a lot of people.
If I could pick my people. I would though, because I'll tell you, when I white phase, that senior year was hitting.
I'll pass. That's when I was in leadership, was during whiteface, and everybody lost their mind. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
they lost.
I got leadership role. Oh yeah, you get put in like different leadership roles.
They lost their mind. Like,
Yeah.
no thank you.
I was a PO for like a week.
They
or
lost
less.
their mind, and I was.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah. So when you get put in leadership positions, man, don't screw over your other people, because everybody gets their opportunity for the most part to get put in a
You're
leadership
supposed to
role.
get it twice. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it once, but
You was hiding clearly.
look, it's just it's rough, because you gotta then be that person to turn around to your friend and be like, look, don't do that because I'm getting graded now, blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
it's just help each other.
I would not do it again.
I would. Under only those circumstances.
I would with my first class, my Charlie class. Shout out to all of y'all, because y'all were real true.
What was your I was Charlie.
Yeah,
So I was a real.
we were a different Charlie. Like, it was basically Delta Charlie. Like, the cadre was
Excuse me.
the worst.
We were
I would do it again
different
with my Charlie, but maybe not my Echo.
Overall, it's a great experience. Overall,
it was great learning about yourself, for real.
Definitely.
Like, it keeps you humble. I will say that,
oh yeah.
because then when we got to Bolic, which she's totally gonna do another video on that.
Yeah.
But when we got to Bolic, you could see the different people who was OCS, who was ROTC.
In the West Corners, the lovely West Corners.
Yeah,
So.
so it was definitely segregated.
Yeah, we gotta do another video. On
We
that.
were definitely the humble crew.
Hey, OCS all day, every day.
I think we should
We
make
the
like
best.
gang signs or
We the-
something.
Where that thing at? Look, we're just gonna flag that up. OCS.
No,
Where the Escort
Right
at?
away.
Child. All day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for clicking. And if you guys would like us to do any other further videos, especially because we're both in Germany and how that great life is going, please put that in the comments.